Have you ever wondered how football became one of the most popular sports in America? Today, we're going to take an exciting journey through the history of the NFL and discover how this fast, tough, and thrilling game became what millions love today. Our story begins in the late 1800s. Back then, American football didn't exist yet. People mostly played rugby and soccer, but some college players wanted a game that was rougher and more exciting. In 1869, Rutgers and Princeton played the first college football game. It looked more like soccer, with teams kicking, a round ball, and trying to score goals. But the players wanted something new. Then, a man named Walter Camp, known as the father of American football, came along in the 1880s with big ideas. He changed the rules. He created the line of scrimmage, the quarterback, and downs to control how teams moved the ball. He even reduced the number of players from 15 to 11 per team, just like today. These new ideas made the game more strategic and exciting. By the early 1900s, football had become a big college sport, but it was also very dangerous. Players wore almost no padding, and many were injured. President Theodore Roosevelt loved football but wanted it to be safer. He helped create new rules that banned dangerous tackles and allowed the forward pass, which made the game faster and less violent. In 1920, professional football was born. A group of teams formed the American Professional Football Association, which 2 years later became the National Football League, NFL. Teams like the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, and New York Giants were among the early legends of the game. The National Football League, or NFL, brought together teams from across the country. This began an era of organized play, creating exciting rivalries and unforgettable moments. Back then, players had tiny helmets made of leather and sometimes played both offense and defense in the same game. Crowds were small, but the sport kept growing. Then came the 1950s, when football exploded in popularity thanks to television. Fans could now watch games right from their living rooms. The first nationally televised game made people fall in love with the NFL's excitement, making stars out of players, and Sunday afternoons a time for families to gather and watch the game. In 1958, a game called The Greatest Game Ever Played changed everything. The Baltimore Colts and New York Giants went into overtime on national TV, and fans couldn't look away. It was an instant classic, and football became America's favorite Sunday tradition. In the 1960s, a new rival league appeared, the AFL, American Football League, with flashy teams and exciting players. The AFL and NFL competed fiercely until they decided to join forces in 1970. Their championship game became the Super Bowl. Now the biggest sporting event in the United States, the NFL kept growing with incredible stars who made history. Players like Jim Brown, one of the greatest running backs ever, powered through defenders with strength and speed. Joe Namath brought swagger and confidence to the field. Then came Jerry Rice, who caught more touchdowns than anyone in history, and Joe Montana, who led the San Francisco 49ers to 4 Super Bowl titles. The 1990s and 2000s saw new heroes rise: Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes, changing how the quarterback position was played. Tom Brady went on to win a record 7 Super Bowl championships, the most by any player ever. Today, the NFL has 32 teams, from the Dallas Cowboys and Kansas City Chiefs to the Buffalo Bills and Philadelphia Eagles. Millions of fans watch every Sunday, cheering for amazing catches, powerful runs, and game-winning field goals. Football has also expanded beyond the field. The Super Bowl halftime show features the biggest music stars in the world, and commercials during the game are almost as famous as the players. Here are some fun facts about NFL football. The football field is 100 yards long. A touchdown is worth 6 points, and the extra kick adds 1 more. The first Super Bowl was played in 1967 between the Green Bay Packers and Kansas City Chiefs. The Vince Lombardi Trophy, given to the Super Bowl champions, is named after the legendary Packers coach. From muddy fields and leather helmets to roaring stadiums filled with fans, NFL football has come a long way. What started as a college experiment is now a sport that brings families and friends together every weekend. Here's a trivia question for you. How does the remnants of soccer show up in NFL football today? Leave your answer in the comments.